Nicole Colburn on Team FridgeBot. Team FridgeBot is from the small town of Corunna, Michigan. We are a team of around 6, and we have this amazing lab in the pool building. I am the lead welder. I'm also team co-captain as well as head of marketing. We have machining, programming, the electronics part in the robot, like I said, marketing, welding, a bunch of machining, fabricating, getting ideas, safety, awards, you name it. We probably have someone doing it. We have, like I said, different groups of people that this is what you focus on, but because we are so small, we do have to branch out and do whatever we can to help the team. And then I just started a kind of leadership program to help with the team. At competitions, I am in the pit helping out where I need to. I'm also part of the drive team. I'm the second driver. I also talk to judges and other teams, as well as going out for team selection. So the leadership I started like last year, I just noticed that we didn't really have any students actually like taking over, and it was just all kind of to the adults. So me and the other, at the time, sophomores were like, hey, we got to do this. Me and Noah are actually team captains, and then the other now juniors is also in charge. And so we just kind of make sure that the other team members' thoughts and ideas are kind of like talked about, or any problems, we make sure it's taken care of. And we just really like want to make sure that the team has a strong leadership of students and we can trust one another, as well as building up the team in the future when we're gone, that we have a big enough team to keep us going throughout many, many years to come.
How long have you been on the team?
I have been on the team since the end of my 8th grade year. A former member invited me to the open house, kind of bribed me with like candy. I got here, there was cotton candy and popcorn, and I got to drive a robot, and I'm like, okay, I kind of want to do this, but I don't know if I want to do anything with the robot. So I got into marketing, and then I became the welder. So I'm a junior now. This is going to be my 3rd actual season with the team, and I'm so thrilled.
Does the team have a business plan?
Our business plan is whole kind of like outreach and fundraising. So we have a Hot Rods and Robots car show. We hosted it end of my freshman year, and then we were going to have another one, but because of COVID, we unfortunately weren't going to be able to. But we plan on having that be an annual thing and make sure it gets bigger every year and just be around like the community. And we do a car wash at our local Hardee's, as well as posting things on like Facebook Marketplace that we get donated to us to kind of like raise money. We also used to do a Mancino's coupon. You bought it for like $20 and it was like a $38 deal. Then we would get half of the money from those coupons when people would use it. And it's kind of like an evolving process, and getting it actually written down and like in hard copy in hand. And with a small team, it's hard to get all those things done, but we're working on it, especially now that we don't have as much robotic aspects to focus on as we normally do. We didn't have to come up with a completely new idea and build it in 6 weeks, which is pretty nice. So we've been able to focus on other things.
Do you guys have any other projects other than the main robot every year?
We have things like this is our dozer bot, and it was a kids ride, and we put a chassis on it and got it moving around. Other team members work on other things. Like right now we have the Athletic Boosters concession machine that someone broke into, and I have to re-weld a frame for that, as well as fixing up the inside. That's kind of like a team project, so we can use that for future fundraisers. And then there's a bunch of stuff all over the lab that you can find. We have like toy cars, like little ones, or like the kid ones that you like ride in, and just a bunch of random things going on, because we really are into that student handmade thing. So if you have an idea, get the green light and go with it, and improve your abilities on machines, or like welding, the lathe, the CNC. We have a 3D printer. that we've been using. We have CAD that we're working on, just a whole bunch of stuff.
How has your experience on the team influenced other parts of your life?
Well, when I got into the team, I wasn't really sure. I'm still shocked that I'm on a robotics team. I never thought that was going to be a thing. I never thought I would weld. And so now I consider that like favorite hobby of all my many, many hobbies, and something I'm definitely going to be taking throughout my lifetime and even using to, make some money here and there with odd jobs. I also have gotten to meet so many people, and this team itself has just influenced my life so much because we're like a family. So I know that if anything were to happen, I can go to this family here and we can talk to each other and be there for each other. And it also opened me up to a bunch of colleges that I never thought or never even really considered. Like Kettering is right now one of my top schools that I never would have thought of. And then there's like some up north, and I've just been able to travel and meet so many people and have so many opportunities that I can just take with me in the future.
Do you have any future plans after robotics with your experience?
Right now, I want to go into the medical field. I want to be a surgeon. And right now, my top school, like I said earlier, is Kettering because they have a pre-med program. And also, I get to still be involved with robotics, which is something I love. And I can see, my old team that I'll always be a part of because I love it so much, and see them at competitions and be like, hey, what's up, guys? And I really want to come back and mentor, probably a few years after. That way it's not like I kind of get away from the team, that way I'm not coming in like I'm still a student, but I get to come back as a mentor and really help the team grow and grow and just kind of like maintain its presence here in our school, because it is a small team and it's going to be hard to keep going because we are so small that when current members who are so invested leave, like, will that passion still stay? So that's kind of like my plans. I want to stay and make sure that the team is still going.
How many people are currently on the team?
Like I said earlier, we have about 6 to 10. It's, like I said, really small team. So we do have people that focus on certain jobs, but we do all kind of have to branch out.
How is the team supported? How do we make money?
Like I said earlier about the business plan, we do a bunch of fundraising. We have a car show where you have to pay to have your car there. We used to have Mancino coupons that, you bought for $20, we would get 10 of it. We sell things on Facebook Marketplace. Like the school gave us a bunch of old chairs that we weren't using, and our lab was filled with them. So we were able to sell them and make quite a bit of money. We also get a lot of donations that we kind of can repurpose and sell it. We also do a lot of like outreach, and like, so sometimes it's not even making money, it's getting donations that we can use. Metal, our actually, like, these robots are made out of like donated metal and like plexiglass, and so that's a huge part of the team, is just not even like getting money, but donations that help us continue. We have machines that were donated. I actually was given a helmet to weld with and coat, which is amazing. Love it so much. And then we also do it was right on the top of my head. We take donations of like money. Like when we have open houses, we have a donation bin. We do a lot of stuff. We do go out into the community and do presentations to ask for money. Like we go to Autodesk every year and ask for presentations. And as you can see on our robots, they're one of our big sponsors. We go to different surgeons and present to them and bring their robot. We've actually had a surgeon drive our robot, and it was so cool. So they did that, and they donated money to us. We also have like Mancino's, MTG, the Young dealership in Owasso, a bunch of different SLH metals. They actually are the ones that we use the metal for our robots. And we also sell ads in a newspaper, our local newspaper. We sell ads for kind of donation because the paper gives us that page. So any money spent on ads goes to our team. So it displays those ads and also information about our team to raise community awareness.
What kind of machinery do we have on the team?
We have 2 lathes, a TIG welder. We have a CNC machine that's across the street at the high school that we use. We have 3D printers. We have a whole section of computers for CADing and programming. We have computers and desks for marketing. We have drills, and a whole bunch of like tools and things.
Yeah.
So we have like, I swear, 5 toolboxes with the odd things in it.
Tell us about the MIG welding, and I see it says Miller on your robot. What did they have to do with it?
So our TIG welder can also do MIG, right? And that was donated to us. So Miller donated a welder. They donated the equipment